Hi guys, Lee here with your free market update. It is the 17th of October, back in the UK now after spending the last 3 weeks abroad. Malaga, Spain for our traders retreat, and then Milan last week for the members IFTA, International Federation of Technical Analysis Conference in Milan, which was good fun. Lots of people saying, seeing the photographs on Facebook and stuff, and what was it like? What did you do? What did you learn? And who did you meet? And basically, it's our federation yearly annual conference, and the likes of some photographs here to show. You got the likes of John Bollinger, the guy that designed the Bollinger bands. I managed to have a good chat with him about technical analysis and trading, which was fun. Very famous person in the technical world, wrote lots of books on Bollinger bands. Also got other indicators that he's designed as well, so it was good. We were talking about that the world of trading has been taken over by quant computers, quant trading, artificial intelligence, QE sort of EA sort of QE, EA sort of types of systems. And we were talking about how much we love technical analysis. I mean, I've only been doing this 15 years. He's been doing it like 40 odd years. So good fun to talk to him about that. And then also Bob Pretcher, ElliottWave.com. Bob obviously looks at Elliott Wave out in the US or in the markets. He thinks we're still in a big wave 5 in the stock market indices. And I have to agree with him. However, when we look at the charts in the moment, there's no signal to get short the markets. Yes, they're overbought. Yes, they are incredibly high very quickly, but we have to still wait for a system to make a signal to make money from it, guys, don't we? And then there's a lot of it about Bitcoin as well. I mean, it was a big debate about Bitcoin. And if you look at the market cap here on Bitcoin, it's still relatively small, only 54 billion compared to Buffett, who's 77 billion, worth 77 billion, Amazon worth 480 billion, Apple 815 billion, the gold market is worth 8 trillion, and the stock markets, of course, you can't compare it to just Bitcoin on its own, but 67 trillion. But, it was still just a small market cap here for Bitcoin, but it certainly is exploding as we take a look at the charts in 1 second, exploding to the upside and getting very, very popular indeed. And then we looked a couple of slides here. This is from Bob's presentation. It really looked, he was talking about mainly that when there's extremes, when people start to talk about it in mainstream press, more books are being written about something, more newspapers are writing articles about something, and TV programs especially are starting to be made around something. For example, gold here, the big drop in gold. And I remember that. If you come to Learn to Trade Live, I often talk about, when Angela Rippon, the UK newsreader, did a documentary on gold on the BBC, it was the top of the market and never to be seen those same prices again. So those extreme news announcements, or more popular news announcements, when you see more of it, they tend to be the top of the market. And Bob was also talking about that, real estate, loads of books have been written about real estate, and that was the 2007 crash as well. And here's another example where it was in the US today, gold's worst plummet in 30 years, and then it ends up going higher exactly the day after this was published. And I think, a lot of the conference was about quant trading, and it seems to be taking over, especially professionals, not like us guys. Even though we're trading our own accounts, and this is how we make our living trading the markets. There's a whole new world out. There's another world, not a new world. There's another world out there with institutions designing, quant trading systems and artificial intelligence and things like that. Something that doesn't interest me really. Something that I'm not about. I'm not about. I like good old-fashioned technical analysis, trading strategies and systems that I like to use, and I still enjoy trading. For me, it's the fun is making the money myself with my own analysis, which we do every day in the live trading room and into the evenings. So So let's take a look at the charts now, guys. So just a couple of markets that stand out very nicely here. We've got the oil market, crude oil market. We had, we had lower highs in here, and then we shifted, broke that trend line, shifted up. And what happens when you break a trend line? Price tends to retest the trend line. But then we pushed higher. Pro trend system buys from red to green. Nice. Red back to green. Keep it simple. Buy order 51.42. I'm looking for targets 54.12 on this. So liking this. I'm liking my angles of the moving averages. They're quite good. So it's all systems go on crude oil as we speak. If I look at the Dow Jones here, and remember, Elliott Wave are calling a fifth top in the markets, but they've been calling that since here, here, and here. Now this is the thing, you've got to wait for our system, our pro trend system, to turn red. What we're going to see is red, green, 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 red, and that will be our signal to get short. Okay, now the next drop here in the Dow, we may just carry on going higher. So that's important, why we want to see that drop, bounce and drop. So we want to see drop, red candlesticks, green that we can't get up to the high, and then a new red, so we make a lower high. That will be our signal that the markets could have topped up here. No other signal for me. Here's Bitcoin, fantastic move. A lot of stuff was talking about Bitcoin at the conference as well. In fact, there was a bit of a debate where I was actually speak about it. But if there's a price and there's a chart, I'm willing to speak about it. So we had pullback here, which was deep. Okay, then a new pro trend system buy. We hit targets, and then that 58.31 was hit 3 days ago, three trading days ago, and that was easy pickings really for anyone who's trading that market. All right, I think that the next big market setting up is this pound Japanese yen and all the yen pairs. Okay, so we've got move higher, nice impulsive move, pull back, green, we're turning red here. So watch, we may start to see some more downside in this market. If we go sideways and then flip back to green, I'm going to be a buyer. But look, if we start to see red, guys, which we are now, we can see much more downside in the pound Japanese yen. Hope it helps, guys. Speak to you on the next update. Don't forget, we've got our pro trading program with our pro trading system bonus, which is expiring at the end of October. This is going to be a perfect situation for you, where if the Dow sells off, it's going to go red, then green, and then you're going to look for red for that sell signal. So it's all about following a system. If you follow the system, you're going to get the system completely free with our Pro Trader program. Okay, go to our Pro Trader program page and take a look at that. Speak to you soon, guys. Take care.